Ladies and gentlemen, back at the firm with the Alfa Romeo 4C 121.5 is the time that we are trying to beat today. That is the fastest I have gone around this track, the firm, in the Alfa Romeo 4C. Now, since I've been at the track last, I have got a few modifications on the car. I've got the GMS carbon fiber cold air intake, which is awesome, probably got a little bit more power. And then we also just did an alignment using the GMS front camber caster plates. So we should be pretty dialed in to potentially set a personal best. So the most important reason I'm here is to just get more seat time in the car and see kind of what times we can run. But I did mention in the last video about the new Z06, and ladies and gentlemen, we have one. Hi, it's in a cool color. This is the first time I've seen one or heard one. Really looking forward to seeing this car on track. Now, word on the street is a C8Z has been at this track and has gone 112. To put that in perspective, the fastest I have ever gone on this track in the GT350R, and that's like sending it, was a 119. I can't even imagine going to 112, but man, I'm so excited to see that car on track and hear it. So before I get into my fastest lap, I want to show you guys a couple cool things that happened. First, obviously, we started with a warm-up lap. This car is fast. So eventually we caught up with a Kswapped Miata, and he kind of let off a little bit mid-corner and had a little bit of an incident. So the first time I met up with the C8 Z06, I let him by me and I just tried to keep up. Unfortunately, as soon as we started really having a good time figuring out where the cars were faster, the session was over. But don't worry, I got another shot at him. So we finally got another shot at the C8 Z06, and let me tell you, that car is fast. On the straightaways, you can see that car just up and walk me. I mean, that is what 700 horsepower will do. I will say I was surprised that he didn't just leave me. Like, we went almost an entire lap, and I was still like with him. I talked to the owner after the session, and he was pretty surprised that the Alfa Romeo was just kind of sticking with him in the back, you know, which was pretty cool. Now that is a completely base model C8 Z06. He said that he had driven some of the higher end models, the Z07 package, and he says it's actually a pretty noticeable difference. This was just the base model. Throughout the day, I was actually pretty surprised how many people came up to me, not only to compliment how the car looked, but how the car sounded as well.
Sir, your car sounds phenomenal.
You know, owning the car, I don't really get to hear it too much from the outside, so when I get a lot of compliments saying that the car sounds good, and this is only a 1.7 liter engine, that's actually pretty cool.
It's getting hot out there, but we're gonna go out for one more session here.
Into all the concrete, I didn't.
120. 120.6. Yeah, we've beat our personal best by a full second. And there's more in this car for sure. On my race box, I was seeing low 119s for a perfect lap. And yeah, I know if I was just to stay and run the car more and more, we would be getting faster for sure. But I'll tell you right now, coming out here, very, very, very hot day to still set a personal best here. We're in the 120s. I know we got a 119 for sure. But I've been here all day. I've got to get home. 120.6. I'm super happy with that. I'll tell you right now, we're like within a second of striking distance to my record time with the GT350R, which is an over 500 horsepower carbon fiber wheel track weapon, all right? So to be pretty close in a car with, obviously it weighs a lot less, but with a ton less horsepower, I'm very happy with that. The Firm is not a very fast track. I will say at maybe a bigger track like Sebring or Daytona or something, I think the gap to some of these higher horsepower cars would be different. But at the Firm, the little Alfa Romeo 4C is just tearing it up. A couple more track days for me, and I'll pretty much just be keeping up with anyone out there. Now, modifications don't stop here with the car. We have more things planned. I've been talking with GMS to take the car to the next level, so stay tuned for that. Lots of content coming. If you guys like this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. I know I'm not like a educational channel, and it's hard for me to compete with channels like Motor Trend or Haggerty or Car and Driver, things like that. But for just a solo creator, look, I'm doing my best, all right? And if you're getting a little bit entertained by me, help me out in the algorithm, all right? YouTube is hard. I've been going at this a long time, not too much traction, but I'm having a good time. I'm just gonna keep creating videos. And if you guys like it, show some support down below. That's it for me, Jason Andrews, the All-American Driver. I will see you guys in the next episode.